The bill has arrived. Social Security SSI likely to see increases. Lawmakers eye reform. And take a look. Here's the actual bill. This piece of legislation is called the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act, and this is going to be increasing the cap on SSI, providing SSI recipients increases by thousands of dollars. And take a look. It was just reintroduced. Here's the official press release that came out. Brown and Cassidy announced the first bipartisan bicameral bill in decades to update supplemental security income program, and articles coming out like this. New bipartisan bill raises Social Security SSI savings cap, and they're saying this is going to equate to thousands and thousands of dollars of an increase for this piece of legislation. Now, in addition to that, I've let you know here on the channel there is a lot going on with Social Security, not just SSI, but SSDI, Veterans Benefits, Retirement, and also I let you know a big warning coming out that the Social Security Administration right now is sending out letters to millions around the nation demanding that they pay back overpayments that are actually the fault of the Social Security Administration. I know, I wish I was joking, but I've covered it in detail. Stick around to the end for some more updates on that if you missed it. But in this video, let me get you caught up on this new piece of legislation that a lot of people are excited about, as SSI could be seen the biggest increase proposed so far. So I'm going to dive into the details, get you caught up on the latest, and if you guys appreciate the updates, do me a quick favor before you forget, smash that like button for me. Takes a quick second, helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. And if you want to stay up to date, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I saw that only about 30% of the audience is actually subscribed. Let's increase the audience so I can get you regular updates and get notified with that notification bell. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on these massive increases that are proposed, reintroduced for Social Security SSI. Now, I actually shared this with you guys a couple days ago live. This is the article that I referenced. If you wanted to read it, it's the Social Security SSI likely to increase as lawmakers eye reform. But I want to take a look at another article right here that says new bipartisan bill raises the Social Security SSI savings cap and what you need to know. Now, take a look at these bullet points right here that is just kind of very quickly summarize what we're going to dive into in more detail in the bill in just a second. It says the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act. This is the legislation. It would update SSI's assets limits for the first time since the 1980s. So it's been over 40 years since these caps have been raised, and a lot of people are saying, why is this? Especially when inflation is so high, why is it that these caps are not being increased? Same thing goes for the taxation. As you guys know, people pay into Social Security, they're taxed on their income, and then they are also taxed when they pull out. And they're saying, first of all, this is double taxation. It is not okay. Second of all, if you're going to do this, at least increase the rates so that way we can keep up with inflation. But the tax rates, they have not increased since they were created either. Now, the second thing to note is that as it stands right now, the limits for individuals are $2,000 and $3,000 for married couples. So literally, that is the cap. And they're saying that is not enough. How is somebody supposed to live off just a couple $1,000s? And lastly, the low limits discourage SSI recipients from savings because they can't collect their SSI if they are over these caps. So it's forcing them to stay in a state of poverty, saving for emergencies, and penalizing marriage, supporters of this bill say. And they're saying it's time for us to increase these caps so that way people that need this additional supplemental support can still receive it, but also can prepare themselves so that way if any unexpected expenses come up, they can be ready. Now, here's a look at the actual bill. I'll have this linked in the description below. This is from congress.gov, and you can see this came out from the 117th Congress back in 2021-2022. And as I mentioned, this was just reintroduced this month. So this is coming back to the forefront. All of the Social Security legislation, it is coming back. As we heard, 2023 was going to be the year of reform, and this is one of the issues that needs to be addressed, and that is allowing those collecting Social Security benefits to be able to have some type of savings. And also, we need to increase the benefits, increase the taxation caps, or just get rid of them altogether. Now, here's the bill. You can see it was introduced April 28th of 2022. The short title for this is the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act. Let's eliminate the penalty on SSI recipients. Now, right here is the first proposed increase. It says update in the resource limits for individuals and couples in subparagraph by striking away the $2250 and all that follows through the end of subparagraph and inserting $20,000 in the calendar year 2022 and shall be increased as described in section 1617 for each subsequent calendar year. So now this would be 2023 or if implemented in 2024, but they would increase that cap to $20,000 from $2250. Also, in subparagraph by striking $1,500 and all that follows through the end of subparagraph inserting $10,000 in calendar year 2022, and it shall be increased as described in section 1617 for each subsequent calendar year. Also, take a look at this. Inflation adjustments. Section 1617 of such act is amended. In the section heading inserting inflation adjustment after benefits, so saying as inflation increases, the cost of living increases, so should these caps, by adding the end of the following. In the case of the calendar year after 2022, each of the amounts specified in section 1611 shall be increased by multiplying each such amount by the quotient not less than obtained by dividing, here it is, the average consumer price index, or the CPI, the same way that they calculate the cost of living adjustment or the COLA increases for all urban consumers, all items, United States cities averages, published by the Bureau of Labor Statistics and Department of Labor for the 12-month period ending in September of the preceding calendar year by such average of 12-month period ending with September of 2021. So in other words, they want to follow the same procedures that we do for the cost of living adjustment, which is taking Q3 and comparing last year's to this year, seeing the amount of consumer price index increase, and then increasing the caps like we do with the benefits, so that way people can collect and save more and not be penalized because they're trying to set money aside for a rainy day. They're saying this literally would increase it by thousands and thousands of dollars and make so many more people that need this help eligible. Now, speaking of the cost of living adjustment, we are less than 1 month away to that COLA increase. The forecast, they're saying, is in the mid-threes. It's slowly been creeping up as we're saying that inflation is sticky, likely not going to be going anywhere. Now, as soon as that comes out, I'll be sure to let you guys know the forecasts are coming out. And also, though, I've been letting you know, in addition to that, what's been coming out are letters from the Social Security Administration demanding that people pay back overpayment that they admit that are literally overpayments that are their fault. Wow. Let me know your thoughts. We've heard that some of these are to the tunes of tens of thousands of dollars. So if you get these, they are real, but no, you're not alone. And hopefully we're going to be getting some more information here as in some cases, this is just absolutely incredible. They're saying Social Security should be here to help people, not to drive them further into poverty. Now, to get the latest on that, if you missed it, be sure to check out this video right here next. And as I said, I'll keep you up to date on everything regarding Social Security as reform is needed. And hopefully some of these bills, these pieces of legislations will pass here very soon to help out those receiving these benefits. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this reaches you well. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.